Something is wrong. Foul. Curse it.
Of your time.
Eivor, hversu gengur? Eivor, hey!
Looks like something is happening near Volker's hut. Perhaps I should take a look.
Eivor, good to see you. I am, did you want something, or? I was wondering.
What's wrong?
Bridget and I were thinking, with everything calming down the way it has, maybe you could find a spare moment and...
You want to be married?
Yes, to each other.
Yes, I imagined. Gunnar, to see you so happy has been a pleasure. And to marry you would be an honor. Shall I put out a call to any friends abroad?
I'll be honest, Eivor. I came here with a lot of you, because nothing and no one kept me back there. The Raven clan is all the family I need. And Bridget too. From all she said, she's better off here than with those she calls kin. Just a couple of foundlings we are.
Then let's not bother with tradition. If you have your bride and your blade, we will see you wed. As Jarl, I do it gladly. About you and Bridget. When do you wish to be wed?
The sooner I can make her my wife, the happier I will be. But we are fine to wait until everything has settled here.
Enough waiting. Cool your forge and cover your anvil. Let's get you married.
Wonderful. Shall we gather everyone?
Gather your wife and your courage. I will bring the people together. I am honored to stand before you, Gunnar, Bridget, on this bountiful day, to celebrate the strength of your bond and to see you wed. I am in witness of a love that inspires and empowers. I invite you now to speak your vows.
To you, my darling Bridget, I offer this blade, forged in flames that burn as brightly as my heart does for you. A blade as sharp as your wit, as glinting as your beauty. May it sing through the air as sweetly as your voice meets my ears.
Dio, syd fi wedi caru ti Gunnar. Dwi'n efo am lwcus bod fi wedi dod o hyd o ti yng nghariad.
And I give you my sword and my promise that I will stand at your side forever.
Hyd fi wedi breuddwydio am ffiwtio'n hun, a di sôn tawolwch yn hope, a premonition. Ond dim mount o sgraen a foresight paratoi fi a sweeping adventure meeting ti.
Yo, how's it going?
Tiw'r enaid fel dim arall, a dyn as strong a bwyd ti, ac fel as I fierce, but calon.
What's up with the shield back there?
Such poetry. Oh,
You're gonna puke?
you
Yeah.
make me cry.
Actually, this is a separate quest
It is
compared to the main
helpful
one I was
like a
going for.
Trabowyd and beyond.
Something
I
else they
offer
added
you
in.
this ring, and take yours in kind. I will wear it with pride and honor, warmed by the love of so perfect a lady.
And I gwisgo fe fel calon, adoration a ffydd am byth.
This is the greatest day of my life. Embrace me, my love.
It's almost like he understands what she's saying, but nobody else does. I don't even know if that's a real language.
With our couple now bonded in matrimony, now we drink.
There's a whole lot of snow that's going on too. I'm wondering if if they did patch that in, given the time of the year that it is right now, or if it's just something in the game in and of itself with the free content updates that they've done. Yeah, at least it's a man and a woman. That's true. Yeah, I was glad to see that because I was expecting the worst of it. I just happened to see it because I was going to the main quest, and they also ended up putting something else in here, like these other tombs that you could go to explore to end up getting together this whole suit of armor. So I'll probably end up doing that as well, or I'll at least check it out. I think it's cool that they put this stuff in here. It gives you reason to go back and try it.
Thomas, I'm surprised you did not serenade the bride and groom with a verse or two.
Oh, I wished to, I did. But all that came to me were insults and jibes. Another time, I think.
Gunnar, you old trout. You're a married man. Never thought I would see the day.
Nor did I, and not for lack of trying.
Bridget, I gift you a formal welcome to our clan and our family. You are a fine addition to Gunnar's life and to ours.
Diolch Efior. I couldn't be mwy hapus I bod yma. Hope i nabod ti well yn y cys misio dda years.
Yes, of course. As I say, it is wonderful to have you.
I really wish that I knew what she was saying, although I know everybody does. So.
Volker, I want to thank you for all you've done for me. My visions have lessened of late, and I find it hard to explain how different I feel. Grounded, unified, at peace.
That is good to hear, Eivor. Very good to hear.
You've been among us for quite some time, Reda. Are you ready to settle? Make a home here?
A year or two, perhaps. But I am not the settling kind. I am a wanderer, Always searching, never finding. Maybe one day.
Part of the whole crew with Assassin's Creed Origins. Actually, the way that Odyssey ended up ending with that free mission, I kind of wonder if there's going to be an Origin expansion thing they're going to do for free. Because the way that it ended seemed like it made sense. But I guess we'll see, because I was talking to a guy about...
How are the marriage customs in your country?
He's standing on the table.
Something like this?
Like this in all the most important ways.
Oh my gosh.
There are smiles, cheers, and warm embraces. All that is needed, I think.
Oh man, that's funny. What's this show nearby quest thing? Okay, yeah. I don't know how I didn't see that.
Randvi, saw you looking a little lonely. Thought I might come and join you.
How nice. Are you enjoying
It
yourself?
fixed everything, yeah.
I never thought I would see gruff old Gunnar so enraptured by a woman.
Enraptured by anything, for that matter. He's a hard one to read, but I am pleased for him, and for this day of rest and respite. After everything, a few days of feasting will do the people some good. They need this.
They do.
Will you walk with me?
Anywhere. Lead on.
Ubisoft definition of what a woman is in their games. Walking like cavemen, like they got a set of balls between their legs.
Not Gunnar's marriage, but our situation. Our success.
How do you mean our success?
I mean to say that I saw our settlement flourishing, through our victories in war and in diplomacy. And from the day we set out from Norway, I knew that you would make a fitter leader than Sigurd. It was never in his character to lead. It was always within yours.
I see.
Do you?
You might have warned me.
You would not have listened.
Fair.
I do hope you see it now, in all that you have done for us.
Randvi, you and the people here have done more for me than I could ever repay. I am honored by your faith in me. And your confidence.
As I am honored by your love.
And I by yours.
Yeah, no kidding. All that time doing that, they could actually be fixing their games the way they need to be fixed. Yeah. Walking like she's prairie dogging. Yeah, no kidding.
How do you feel?
Settled at last. At home in my skin. With nothing urgent pushing me forward. A strange feeling. Part of me wishes that Sigurd were here. If only to see how far we have taken his original dream.
Do not worry yourself over his absence. Sigurd's desires are bigger than any man or woman can offer. He longs for something more. Something only he can find.
You're right. He is searching for what he desires most of all. And I have all I desire here beside me.
Now I'm wondering if I ended up going and breaking it off with her throughout the main story, if this part would even be happening.
Shall we find our way back to the wedding? Bridget might give another speech.
I bet it
we
would.
must not miss that.
Regardless.
About that, I have not understood a single word of hers since Gloucestershire.
Really? I find she speaks beautifully. With poetry, even.
She
Are you
could
kidding?
She could be saying she wants to kill you and don't even know it.
Am I? Come, we should go.
The reason I say that I believe that it would still end up going through regardless of what happened in the main story is because of the fact that I believe within this mission, this other crossover event, that they try to make the canonical character be Cassandra from Odyssey. So it's like you playing as Alexios means nothing because Wyman. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, dude. I'm like, why can't you read my save to tell that I played as Alexios and have him be the one who's supposed to be in here? I didn't play as Cassandra. It didn't happen. That's a load of bull. You want to try to make things relevant and actually follow a specific story, and you're not. I I mean, Alexios didn't have some ancient sex change or anything like that back in Odyssey. I'm pretty sure he didn't. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no kidding. I think it's stupid. Ubisoft wants to try to go and make these things be like, oh, they're part of the story, they're part of the lineage of the story, and the yeah, okay, whatever, dude. It's like, no, they're not. Okay, where the heck is that other quest at? That was just here before. Like, what's still going on with this? Yeah. Yeah, that's one reason why they want to break down that foundation. Okay, so I obviously ended up having a problem with this back in Odyssey where I was starting the game back up and I went to a quest and it didn't even show where the quest was on my map. So I had to reload the save for it to be able to show it, which was retarded. Like, there's nothing else here that's showing anything else. And I'm actually supposed to go... Okay, well, you know, game, if you would have showed me that, I would have known that I was supposed to go back this way. But this is where I was actually supposed to be having the next quest was supposed to be in this area. But hey, Junebug, how's it going? How you feeling? How's it hanging? All that stuff. Oh look, a number called me that I don't recognize. Who would ever would have guessed that?
Something is happening near Volker's hut. Perhaps I should take a look.
Did that say Ravenous Hope? No, it said Ravensthorpe. Woman, you don't have any balls. Stop walking like a man. Oh, never mind. I don't need to be doing this. I should go. Because I've already done all of that. Good grief, dude. It's just funny. It's absolutely hilarious just how stupid that is. I mean, it really is. It's hilarious. It's so stupid. It looks so dumb.
Eivor, I can hardly believe it's you. The one fated to save my people.
That woman seems to know me.
Why in the world is this snowing just on this village and nowhere else around the map? Can somebody explain that to me? Because Ubisoft.
Oh, it's you! Valka said we would meet, but I can hardly believe the great Eivor is fated to save my little Isle of Skye.
You watched all the sex movies. What?
Ahead of yourself as always, Edith.
Oh, you meant 6 movies.
Eivor. Edith is an old friend. And
those movies make you go blind.
Me for advice.
Sophie gives them help.
Her people are plagued by nightmares to the point of madness.
I wasn't aware people settled on the Isle of Skye.
There are small settlements, but it is a place of passage for many, making it perfect for dreams to wreak havoc. Until now,
I've mostly been deciphering if my cousin's feasting on feathers in her dreams means she should marry a farmer or a baker.
You lost me again.
What the heck?
Edith needs your help. And it's not just her people being
Yeah,
affected.
6.
As someone deeply in tune with the spirit realm, I have also begun to lose sleep. I fear it may spread to our settlement soon.
Lord
I'll
of the Anal
investigate.
Rings. That sounds
But it is not as if I have experience chasing
horrible.
away bad dreams.
There is more. You're not going to like this, Eivor. But I believe somehow Ranmi is involved. Perhaps even responsible.
Volker, you know I trust your wisdom, but Randri is my friend. How could she threaten the settlement like this?
Even though you don't even know
Ever
what she's
since
saying.
the nightmare started here, I began asking the spirits for clarity. And a vision came to me. Though it was cloudy, I know what I saw. You will find Ranvi amidst a scene of death on the Isle of Skye. The two of you will fight before you are forced to part ways forever.
That just can't be true.
Believing is your choice. The only way to find the truth and stop the nightmares from spreading is if you go to the Isle.
So wait, this did start the
I
main
must tend to my
quest.
duties, but Edith
Unless
can
it's a
take
separate
when you
one.
are ready.
Yeah, I think this might be a separate one,
So,
but still dealing with the
are you
same
ready?
place.
My people can't go without sleep any longer.
No, never mind. It is the other one because I read it in the thingy,
I'll find out what's plaguing your
the
people.
mission synopsis.
Whatever or whomever it may be.
Yeah. All 3 of the hobbits and all 3 of the rings. Ugh. Now we're gonna wait half a century for the next part to load in. We're traveling to a new space. Space and time. Time and space. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I would be too. You have to take that stuff in stride. Shenmue 3 is free on the Epic Game Store. Not like I care, I don't use the Epic Game Store anyways. Oh, there's a Lord of the Rings anniversary celebration going on PlayStation Access on YouTube. One stream to rule them all, and I guarantee you Rob is actually streaming it, knowing how big of a Lord of the Rings fan he is. Let's check that out later. Edith's hut. Eats hut. Edith's. We gotta go find that ravioli chick. Yeah, I know what you said about the Epic Game Store. They got Shenmue 3 free on there. Shenmue 3, man, I can't get into it. I'm thinking about turning around and selling that one too. I got that and the Steelbook, I think, for like $8 altogether, brand new from Best Buy. I don't understand how anybody could get into the first and second game. I mean, I know for their time they were kind of revolutionary, but man, you go back and try to play them now, they're boring. The controls suck. The third one is better, I guess, in terms of its controls, but like, man, I can't get into it. I might try it again and see how it goes for me, but
the Isle of Skye. Beautiful, isn't it?
Any idea where I should go first?
Investigate Kilter Raglan first.
Kilter
It's where
Raglan.
complaints of nightmares began. My hut is there too, if you need to find me.
And I guess this is where you're going to find Cassandra, when in actuality I played as Alexio, so it should be Alexios. It's just like that incident that ended up happening with Ubisoft, where they ended up going and having where your character basically gives birth, or is in the process of impregnating the woman, to end up going and allowing the birth of the creed to continue. Like the next character that you play as is actually supposed to be kin. You play as Bayek in Origins. He's supposed to be kin to Alexios or Cassandra back in Odyssey. So they were getting all upset. There was fans that was going and getting upset because, like, my character was gay. How can they go and end up having a kid? Good point. Good point. You know, you're right about that. How can a gay couple have a kid? They can't. Well, you're going to go do test tube stuff? Maybe they had test tube stuff that was going on back in ancient times. I don't know. It's like, my character was gay. It shouldn't be able to go and end up doing that. Oh, you mean something normal? And, of course, I don't know if they did something about that or not. But I'm like, if you're going to continue the story this way, the way that it's supposed to be, and you want that to continue, yeah, there's no other way for you to be able to do that besides let nature take its course of what's supposed to be natural and not an abomination. So, of something that I believe to be a mental illness, which it is, actually. I mean, I'm just calling it for what it is. It has nothing to do with judging. Biblically, that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because we all know it's a trendy thing nowadays, so. It's all a trend nowadays. Oh, there was opal in here. Lovely. You know, because all that talk about, like, well, gay people can have kids too. Yeah, test tube babies. You want to come for the fact that your kid ended up coming out of a tube like some kind of science project, because that's exactly what you're treating the kid as, is a freaking science project. It's ridiculous. Oh, oops. I was gonna do this anyways. I wonder if I should switch out horses. I don't know, this one had a little bit more of a regal look to it, but I think I had one of those flaming horses. Horses, not whores. Almost said horse. So this is the whole section. Obviously, yeah, there's going to be a little side stuff as well. So it seems. What is this? Oh, they're river raids. I'm not worried about no friggin' river raids right now. Yeah, exactly. See, anytime you ever bring up anything like that and people think like, oh, you're judging. I'm not judging, dude. If I'm speaking it from a biblical perspective, I'm not judging it. I'm taking it from a real faith-based perspective of what is actually real. Doesn't have anything to, and even then, this is something that is not normal. It's not natural. It isn't. When you also take it from a actual human perspective, basing it in reality, it's just, I mean, there's also been many times where people have actually been saved from that way of life because of thoughts and feelings that they had about stuff like that. Through God's grace. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're confused about your gender, see what's between your legs, because I guarantee you it isn't going to change. It's going to be one or the other. You can go and try to act like you want to be a man or a woman all day long, but the thing between... You're not like a freaking earthworm where you can have sex with yourself and reproduce, where you can change your sex. Your parts aren't going to change on a whim, on a fly, just because one day you want to be like, I'm a man today, or I'm a woman today. No, you're living in fantasy world. Get real. Yeah, you're Cool Ranch Doritos, dude. Whatever you want to be. Be a bag of chips. All that in a bag of chips. Heck, everybody else is doing it. Why not just follow in with the sheep? I don't have any faith and hope in humanity whatsoever. Although then again, I never have. Not a fact of being negative, but you can see it. It's not like it's a surprise. I mean, only God can change my mind on that. But there's... just by the way that things are in society. Yeah, the kid from Kindergarten Cop is smarter than... Yeah. Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina. That was funny. Alrighty. Yeah, because, like, current society also wants to be like, hey, drag queens are heroes. Let's go and have a drag queen go and actually read a children's book to a group of children, because that's normal and makes sense. No, it's not. It's not. That's like saying, hey, let's go and end up having, like, a serial killer or something go and read a storybook to children. And some people are going to be like, that's not the same thing. That's not normal. Of course it's not normal. Having a drag queen read to children isn't normal either, you idiot. That's the point. Man, if I was a parent, I'd be so pissed off at that library. I would try to sue them. Probably, if that would be possible. I let them know where I stood. Well, I guess there wasn't anything that was here. Wait a minute now. Oh, I have to ask him. Okay, never mind.
Beauty sleep before my wedding. Dreams of my ex-lover ruining it to start a fight. Was it a dream or a premonition?
Is everything all right? seem...
Find the warrior woman with the braid. She is our undoing, stealing our dreams.
A warrior with a braid. That can't be Randvi. Where is she?
At a church northwest of town. That's all I saw in my dreams. Find her, and please, let me speak.
Hang on a second here, I gotta... Where is it? Alright, here we go. Yeah. Dude, you sound like you're, like, freezing or have the flu or something. Sick, what have you. Yes, they probably are. Probably got some mental sickness going on with these nightmares. Like most of society does nowadays. I really wish that they would end up... I really wish they would have, like, subtitles so you can know what these people are saying. Find the warrior with the braid. So obviously...
It started with a bird's eye view. No, an eagle's eye view.
What in the world?
The other side must be barred.
Anywhere else to get inside of here? I guess not. I guess that's just gonna come later on. I mean, there's not any way to get in through that way. What in the world? People sound like they're like possessed around here. It's like, jeez. It's gonna be really weird to know exactly what in the world it is that's ended up causing this stuff to happen. I was just trying to see if there's anybody else to really be able to talk to before I went up there to go check out this particular quest, because I thought it might end up leading me to multiple ones, probably. That's the reason why this is happening. You know what, at this point I just feel like Ubisoft just ended up making up whatever they were going to make up in terms of a language. We don't really know what they sounded like way back when. We're just going to make up a language. Alright. Obviously there's no fast travel. I'm gonna have to just... Yeah, well there's a fast travel point over there that I'd have to unlock, but...
Yeah! Yeah! Strange. Valka did say her vision was cloudy. Was she seeing Randvi in this or in the graveyard? Or as Valka put it, a scene of death? What dark spirits torment this land?
What is it? A cursed church. Of course it would have to be a cursed church. It couldn't be anything else, could it, Ubisoft? No. Because you want to talk about everybody having different religious identities and all this stuff.
Randvi!
It's not Randvi, it's Cassandra, who is not the one that I played as in Odyssey.
Cassandra. And you are?
Your opponent.
Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning that to me before.
So is this Randvi good with an axe?
She is. Much better than you.
Ah, I prefer a spear.
You favor other weapons too. Where did you get that blade?
You talk too much!
Except there are some things to talk about.
Yep.
Fine.
Like, why aren't you
We
Alexios?
must.
Yeah, I already heard that this was gonna be.
Opponent. Do you have a name?
This is already gonna be one of
Eivor.
those cinematic fights.
I take it you're one of the hidden ones.
I mean, it still looked cool.
Not exactly.
Doesn't bother me.
But
It's
I
free.
admire their work.
If you're not going to talk straight, let's go back to fighting.
I'm not a hidden one, but I have friends that are. And often my goals align with theirs. I assume the same is true for you.
Yes. I've made friends with the hidden ones, and I agree with their goals.
Then perhaps we might have more in common than we thought.
You haven't told me why you're here, after coming all the way from... where?
Greece.
I've traveled so much, it's been a long time since I've been from somewhere. But the Greek world was my home. Long ago. I came here looking for an ancient artifact that's causing this island a great deal of trouble.
You mean the nightmares? A seer told me that the person I'd find amidst death on this island was causing them.
The same one that mistook me for someone named Randvi? Maybe your seer is having an off day.
You're telling me you're not responsible for all these bodies?
I watched these people tear each other apart out of madness and lack of sleep. It's the artifact I'm looking for causing all this. Normally, I'd be quick to track it down, but this fog is making things difficult. Almost impossible.
If you're so easily blocked by a curse, how do you expect to deal with the realm of spirits and dreams?
A curse? Huh. You know the secrets of this land well, then.
Do you hear something?
No, no. Listen. Something tells me we should work together.
And what exactly is telling you that?
The obvious. You want to stop the nightmares, and I want the artifact causing them.
Yeah, exactly.
Help
English
me get
dubs
rid
on
of this fog
animes.
so we can find it.
Yeah, no kidding.
After such a strange encounter, I'm really meant to believe you are not causing the nightmares.
I swear to you, I am here to stop them.
Well, regardless, I mean, my fighting with her
together.
probably would have ended up being the same.
For now.
Stabby, stabby, stab, stab, and dodge. It wouldn't look that flashy, I'll tell you that much. Okay. Yeah, the curse symbol thingy. Seen that before.
Me.
So no, that's not going to help. That's not going to help either. Hey, that was cool. You go and you send out your signal to scope stuff out, and it actually shows the... What the heck was that? Yeah, I guess it really depends on what Japan would see as being popular over in the West for them to decide on English dubs.
Hey, come here a moment.
Here. You're quite strong.
You should know. I had you cornered in that fight just moments ago.
And an even stronger ego to match. Not surprising.
Okay, so obviously, and of course it's dark around here, around the area, because we're dealing with a cursed object we got to get rid of, but it's still retarded. That why do they have visual stuff like that in games that has to obscure your vision? I mean, I'm at least glad in Far Cry 6 that they get rid of those unnecessary visuals that mess with your vision. Yeah, I mean, I haven't written anything in a while, but it's time for me to get back to that, because I have a journal of a bunch of different ideas and thoughts that I've taken down. I mean, it's not dealing with anything like what you have going on, but I have them as extra, just in case I want to find something to write about. Yeah, exactly. How you supposed to how you supposed to retreat when you get... Exactly, man. And I mean, that does happen in some of these games nowadays. It's like, oh, let's just screw up your vision so you can't see anything. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, but it's got to be real. It has to have purpose. It's got to, you know, look like it's something that makes you want to cream your pants because of the fact of the way that it looks. No. Doesn't make me want to cream my pants. It makes me want to do something else in my pants because of the fact of how aggravating it is. I mean, I'm glad they at least give you that option in Far Cry 6 where you can not have that happen, because it's so much helpful. Alright, so clearly, obviously it gets darker the closer you get to it, but I've got to find something here to blow that friggin' floor open. I mean... yeah, flame ain't gonna do it. Poison ain't gonna do it. I've gotta find something to blow it open with. It can't be this far down. Oh, for the love of money, it's almost 12 o'clock. Going into work early sucks. But then again, the money's better too. Oh, dude, I forgot to mention to you last night when I was leaving out, the night shift manager on the freight team, he said, hey, did you happen to get 2 carts done? I said, I got half a cart left. I said, it's all for the same aisle and it's all in the same bay. He said, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm leaving at 10:30. I've been here since 2. Give me a friggin' break. For the love of God. Get real here. I wasn't the one that said I wanted to work in this department, filling in for it because 2 people decided that they wanted to leave and go have some drunken, hussy-filled week in Florida with their best friend. That's not my problem. Usually these things are all within this area, and I'm fixing to look up a friggin' YouTube guide for this. I'm not wasting time on something. I'm not friggin' doing it. I've done it enough. I've already wasted too much time with this. Is this supposed to break it? Yeah, there we go. Because every single time when it comes to something like that, it's always having to be blown open with some type of fire pot. So, that was my only last choice. I don't think I've ever come across any type of section like that where I had to throw something at it to break it open. It's always been some fire pot stuff.
In all my travels, I've never seen one quite like this.
Are you here to see the sights or get rid of this fog?
I have to take
because
it
it's
what I
not
can.
a church.
It's not as if I plan to stay long.
In terms of it being a building, it's a church, but anything else, it's not a church. Because obviously I'm speaking of the deeper meanings of it. And obviously there's got to be a way to blow through that. Yeah, I'll do that, man. I don't care anymore when it comes to games. If I spend too much of a long time on something and it's irking my nerves, I'm looking for a guide. I don't freaking care. People are like, it just doesn't give you the same sense of accomplishment. Man, shut up. If you want to sit and waste time the whole time looking for something and breaking your brain over it, then so be it. I'm not dealing with it. Hey, it's like Indiana Jones, where they open the tomb and all the rats come out everywhere. I think that was Last Crusade. Okay, so clearly that's a spiky pit. Those are stabby stabs. And I gotta take that over there to blow that open to do that. So I guess I may have to stand in the middle, because I can't throw it because it'll explode. Never mind. Never mind. I thought I was going to stand in the middle, and that wasn't going to happen, and I took a spike to the booty hole. Yeah, if I was to make Hollywood great again, I would definitely I would be pulling a whole lot of inspiration from the 80s and the 90s. I don't care how offended people get. Finally.
Damn troll magic.
Nice work. The curse is fading. It'll be much easier to find the artifact now. Nice work. The curse is fading. It'll be much easier to find the artifact now. Glad I let you tag along to help.
I did most
Keep
of the
repeating
work.
yourself.
You're getting on my nerves, you know.
These close quarters probably aren't helping. Let's find a way out.
Oh, shnikes.
They're crazed from lack of sleep. Just like the men I saw tearing one another apart earlier.
Better take them out before they take us down, then.
Not really any choice.
I agree.
You're treading on the wrong god's land! We will purge you of it! It really seems like he's addressing you! It really seemed like someone was talking directly to you in the fight.
The artifact I'm seeking does cause strange things to occur. But I should track it more easily now that the fog is gone.
As if a foreigner could search these hills.
Ready to commit to being my guide?
I didn't say that. If I'm going to help, I need more information. Like, what exactly is this artifact you're seeking?
The less you know about it, the better.
The better for you, you mean? You want me to trust you, no?
The artifact is an object of great power, left here by old gods. Left on this island, it could wreak havoc on the world.
Let's see.
Why aren't we under whatever spell or curse this artifact seems to have placed over everyone else?
It is difficult to explain, but artifacts like this can affect people differently. Many are corrupted by them. Perhaps we are of a similar strength. But even if we're not having nightmares, we should still be wary of its power.
If this artifact is ancient and was left here who knows how long ago, why is it suddenly causing problems now?
Loki got bored? So serious. Truthfully,
So
I'm not
serious.
sure. These artifacts can be activated. Maybe someone tampered with it. After all, many are drawn to its powers. It tempts them.
How exactly are you planning to track it down?
Leave that to me. Finding these artifacts has been my calling for some time now. I've developed a knack for tracking them down. With the aura gone, it should be even easier to find.
Let's not waste time. What's our next move?
Now that this fog is gone, I should be able to better track the artifact's location. Before that, though, I'm going to take another look around the church. See what I can learn of these foreign lands. Meet me in Topta?
It'll take more than studying one church to become familiar with this island. But fine.
We'll meet again soon.
Huzzah. Huzzah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, look at that. They're opening up other newer nodes. Well, okay, those didn't seem like they really opened up, but up here they did. I don't know what the heck that was. Actually, that didn't make any sense. It's like, what? Like, I don't know, I think it just got retarded. Improve bow stun and the bow stun finisher. Shoot arrows at all stun enemies in view. Oh, let's get that one. Did that? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Was it... Yeah, I guess so. I don't really bother to watch any movies past the 80s, though. I mean, before the 80s, not past the 80s. Ooh, another critical hit chance. I'll do that one. Alright. I need to go ahead and end the stream now, because I need to eat and chill out a bit before I head into work. But, I'll actually probably stream this a little bit tonight. Geez, I ended up spending more hours on this game than I ended up dealing with Odyssey. I think I spent like maybe about 116 hours, possibly give or take, altogether on Odyssey, and this is like almost 134 hours. And there's probably going to be more to come later on down the road whenever I decide to go back and do all the other side stuff at a later point, you know. But I don't really feel like having anything else to play. But anyways, I appreciate everybody coming out to the stream and checking out the archive version and so on and so forth. But anyways, I will go ahead and end this like I always do. Later taters. Later potatoes, and scallop potatoes. Taters!